We interrupt our programming to bring you the following special report.
The Ryan Report.
Whatever opinion they had ain't gonna change nothing I'm doing.
What was the story he told? Because I was there.
It's time for the Ryan Report.
It's like Jay-Z, all eyes on us.
On the People Station, V103.
It is People Station V103, home of the Ryan Kevin Morning Show with Wanda Smith. It's time for the Ryan Report, and it's been brought to you by
McDonald's. One every size is back at McDonald's. Grab any size coffee, soft drink, or large sweet tea for just $1. Always convenient, always $1. A la carte only. Prices and participation may vary.
All right, yesterday we had Nate Parker in the studio.
Yes.
And we were getting ready to ask him about his 60 Minutes interview about the movie Birth of a Nation. And all of a sudden, somebody on his team jumped up and ran over here to behind me and started waving him off like, no, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. And we were like, what is all this about?
Yeah.
Well, now 60 Minutes has released a clip of this interview that was scheduled before all of this controversy.
Right.
Not around the movie Birth of a Nation, but around Nate Parker and these things that happened while he was in college. You know, of course, it's been a lot of talk. A lot of people are saying, why would they talk about this now? Are they trying to derail the movie because they're talking about activism and things of that and basically just rising up? Well, you know, Anderson Cooper was talking to Nate Parker about if he felt guilty about the fact that the woman that he was, acquitted of having, had a sexual assault with had committed suicide, if he felt guilty about it. And here's that little clip.
Do you feel guilty about anything that happened that night?
I don't feel guilty.
Do you feel you did something morally wrong?
As a Christian man, just being in that situation, yeah, sure. I'm 36 years old right now, and my faith is very important to me. So looking back through that lens, I definitely feel like it's not the lens that I had when I was 19 years old.
Nate Parker was found not guilty of rape, but what wasn't widely known until Variety magazine discovered it in August was that his accuser had dropped out of Penn State and, after suffering years of psychological problems, killed herself in 2012.
I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. I found out in the news.
What did you think when you heard that?
I was devastated. It was shocking. I couldn't believe it.
Now, the young lady's sister says that there's a scene in the movie that she feels is victimizing her sister all over again because there's a rape scene in the movie, and Nate Parker's character is coming to the rescue. So this thing has still got all of this controversy around it. And instead of talking about the body of work, there's all these things between the people who are playing these characters because the guy who co-wrote it with him was also the man who was, involved in this trial. So we'll see how it does at the box office. But it is still
touchy-feely.
It's still got people divided one way or the other. All right. Usher is not divided. He started off with T-shirts and sayings on the back of his jacket and other things. But now he's speaking out. Here's a post Usher put up about, police-involved shootings.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid for my children. I'm afraid for myself. I'm afraid for people that I love.
Shots fired!
An unarmed black man is 5 times more likely to be killed by a police officer than an unarmed white man? That's crazy. This country is failing horribly at that premise that all men are created equal.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
America has an epidemic that is very obviously dividing our nation. The investment that we make right now in voting, it's a step. If young people turned out at 100%, that will be the active movement in changing the narrative. It's important right now to make sure we are appointing the officials who will advocate for what we are protesting for. It takes 3 minutes to register to vote. Vote with me. Vote with attention, November the 8th.
There you go.
Nice. Well said.
Usher saying, get out there and vote, man. Which we've been telling you already. Black votes matter. All right, 7:20 right now. Luda has revealed the babies.
Uh-oh.
Everybody's like, wait, because I think we talking, where the babies at?
I know.
Luda at a Ludacris Foundation event for the Atlanta Community Food Bank. Look at it's Kai. That's the baby with Eudoxie. No, that's the one with Tamika Fuller. And then there's the baby. They're some cuties.
They are cute.
We'll put those up.
They are really cute.
And in other baby news, Angela Simmons had her baby. A baby boy.
Thank you, because she was pregnant forever.
Pregnant, yeah.
And if I'd have seen one more picture of her naked, pregnant, I was going to give her some pastries.
She put a picture up on Instagram. And speaking of babies, the last baby story, you know, Monica, our good buddy, is suffering with a sinus infection. So she's at home recovering, asking people on Instagram to give her sinus remedies. But also, she's singing to her baby, who is singing something back to her. It's the cutest little video on Monica's IG, and we wanted y'all to hear before we go into the next song. Here's Monica and her daughter.
Bye-bye. I love you. You're my daughter, my pride and joy you are. I love you. You never left me. That's right. Never do this to me. Bye.
See how she wanted to get a little piece of everything to me.
Yeah. She's singing, all right? That is your Ryan Report. Don't forget, man, it is going down tonight, the Comedy Get Down. We're going to have Cedric the Entertainer coming up, all right? V103.
And if you don't know, now you know.
The Ryan Report. The Ryan Report. V103.